There was a Hindi movie which is a favorite of mine in which one character said, "Once in a blue moon, kabhi kabhi." That's the name of the show today, because once in a blue moon do I get the kind of products that we're going to actually review and compare and have a shootout. Let me just give you an example. I'm going to start off with which one? I mean, my confusion is which one should I start? I'll go with this. The Honor 9i Pro, the first ever camera phone that actually has 4 cameras on it. A whole lot more than for 17,000 rupees, including an infinity-like display. Then the much-awaited Nokia 8, and then a shootout of such epic proportions that everything else fades out in front of it. Can you imagine? The Google Pixel 2 XL versus the iPhone X or 10, whatever you prefer, and the Samsung Galaxy Note 8. Now that's called an amazing show. What did I say? Once in a blue moon, kabhi kabhi.
We review the first flagship from HMD Nokia that comes with Bothi and a lot of other new features. We find out if it's worthy of its price. Meet Honor's first 4-camera and first full-view display phone. How good is it? We try it out. Google takes on the Note 8 and iPhone 10 with Pixel 2 XL. But does it win? Which is the best smartphone of them all? We decide to do a big shootout and help you decide which one to buy. And Xiaomi finally mixes it up in India and brings the successor to the Mi Mix to the country for 35,999 rupees.
Now, most of the news and headlines is on the show itself. This is the show that will make the headlines. But we do have some more little ones, very small headlines from the rest of the world of mobiles.
Xiaomi finally mixes it up in India. Ahead of Diwali, Xiaomi has launched its much-awaited Mi Mix 2. Priced at 35,999 rupees, it is Xiaomi's first premium flagship phone to come to the country. The front of the Mix 2 is all display, making it look like a phone from the future. It has a 5.99-inch 18:9 aspect ratio display and comes with a Snapdragon 835 processor. There is 12-megapixel sensor at the back, and the front camera is oddly placed at the chin of the phone. There is 6 GB RAM and 128 GB internal storage. We will review this marvel next week on Cell Guru.
Let's start off with this. This is the Honor 9i, the world's first true 4-camera phone. Now, 2 in the front, 2 at the back, and a very interesting way with what all you can do. The typical bokeh effect, the typical fade the background out, give depth, all that you can do a whole lot more. Now, the interesting thing is, very well-built phone, beautiful ergonomics, great form factor, very nice material usage. Then it has that incredible infinity display, almost bezel-less, borderless. So that makes it also very interesting. And it is a very high-resolution screen, and all for around 17,000 rupees. Does Honor have, may well be, the best Diwali phone of the year? Let's find out.
In an age where 3 cameras on a phone is the new normal, 4 cameras don't really surprise us. That said, 4 cameras do make for a headline feature. The Honor 9i is the first phone from Honor to feature 4 cameras at a full-view display. Apparently, it's the only phone in the world to feature this combination. But is there more to 9i than an extra eye? We mean an extra camera lens. And is it the phone that you should buy for 17,999 rupees? Time to find out. The 2 things we noticed the minute we held the phone was the full-view display and the dual camera on the front and on the rear. So we will talk about the first. Full-view display is one of the must-have features these days, and Honor has done a good job with it on the 9i. The bezels are almost gone, and the Full HD Plus resolution does justice to the content we watched on the screen. Now let's talk about the dual cameras. The rear camera is a combination of 16 megapixel and 2 megapixels, and there's a 13 megapixel and 2 megapixel lens system on the front. We clicked pictures and the details were very good. Dual camera definitely gives a good bokeh effect, so it wasn't unexpected when it came out really well, even on the front camera. There are enough modes to play with on the rear to keep one entertained. The Honor 9i looks impressive. It reminds you of another phone that features a dual camera but is priced way less. Even with metal unibody design, it is very light to hold. The 2.5D curved glass on top blends nicely with the frame of the phone. The current 659 octa-core chipset and 4 GB made sure that we didn't face any lag while we browsed through web pages, played games and switched between apps. The 9i runs on the Android Nougat OS and has Honor's own EMUI 5.1 skin on top. There is less bloatware and the skin works well with Android. There is 64 GB internal memory that can be further expanded with a micro SD card. The 3340 mAh battery lasted us just about a day. The Cell Guru verdict. Priced at 17,999 rupees, we believe the Honor 9i is a steal. 4 cameras that can click great pictures and a full view display to enjoy content on make this phone stand out from the crowd and also one of the best phones under 20k.
Move on now to the one that is most awaited. Nokia now has made a comeback, has had success, and it's really getting inroads into the big league. But it still hasn't done something that has really shook the world. Could this be it? This is the Nokia 8, their brand new phone. My first impressions, very nice. The handheld feel of this phone is excellent, feels really good in the hand. But what else does it have? This is our detailed review of the Nokia 8.
This is the first Nokia flagship since 2014. This is the Nokia 8. We did show you the 8 before when it was launched in August this year. Now it is here and is available in India for 36,999 rupees. While the phone looks promising, should you be spending your money and picking up the Nokia 8 this Diwali? Let's find out. We will talk about everything else later. First, we will focus on its wow factor, called Bothi. I know it doesn't sound interesting, but what it does is quite amazing. It is Nokia 8's feature with the ability to record both from the front and rear cameras at the same time and stitch the video together. It's certainly a unique way to capture footage and shows viewers what's going on both in front of you and behind the camera. This Bothi can also be broadcast live to Facebook and YouTube. Talk about taking things to the next level. Now we know it looks and sounds gimmicky, but who doesn't like to know both sides to the same story? We do. The quality of the cameras is good too, with dual 13-megapixel camera set up on the rear and a 13-megapixel lens on the front. All lenses are blessed by Carl Zeiss optics. Both the front and back cameras gave really good outputs, especially in daylight. The Nokia 8, like any other flagship, houses the best of the features. Like the Snapdragon A35 and 4GB combination make this phone work really fast and without any noticeable lags. There's Hollywood-grade 360-degree spatial Ozo audio from Nokia that's supposed to provide an unmatched audio experience. Loaded with Android Nougat 7.1.1, the Nokia 8 stays as close as possible to the stock Android experience. The memory on it can be expanded up to 256GB using a micro SD card, which is necessary given the internal storage is just 64GB. The Nokia 8 is by far the best designed phone from HMD, Nokia. It looks polished with neat curves and is really comfortable to hold. The 5.3-inch 2K IPS Quad HD display is super bright and crisp. The screen is adorned by Corning Gorilla Glass 5 to provide it with the best protection possible. Priced at Rs 36,999, the Nokia 8 is put in direct competition with the OnePlus 5 and the Mi Mix 2. We will do a fair and square comparison soon on Cell Guru. The Cell Guru verdict. The Nokia we knew is back with the Nokia 8. It's a great smartphone with everything you need, and the good thing is, it doesn't leave you wanting more.
Now, once in a while does an epic shootout of this kind come, and this shootout is between two phones that are out and one that will come out. So the two ones that are out are the Google Pixel 2 XL and the Samsung Galaxy Note 8. But the third one is the phone I spent a lot of time with at Apple Park in the US, and that is the iPhone X. This is a shootout that I've been waiting for ever since.
Even though Google was the last to show its cards on the table, it brought some strong contenders with the Pixel 2 and the 2 XL. Apple and Samsung have already introduced their best smartphones this year, which put us in trouble as it is the most difficult decision to pick the best of the three. Since we don't have the iPhone X yet, we will do a specs-based comparison and also add how we feel about the phones. The biggest talking points of the recent phones has been the infinity display or the bezel-less display. While the iPhone X went with a notch placed on the forehead of the screen, the Note 8 has a nicely curved infinity display with nothing obstructing the view. Google Pixel 2 XL still has bezels which make it look dated. We do love the display of the iPhone X, but this point we will have to give to the Samsung Note 8. One of the biggest selling points of any phone these days is its camera. All these phones have outstanding optics. Pixel 2 XL has even been given the highest DxO mark, making it the best phone to click pictures with, even when it lacks a dual camera setup. We will have to testify to that once we get our review unit. Both the iPhone X and the Note 8 come with dual camera setups and have comparable specs. We like the portrait lighting addition to the iPhone X. No one wins or loses this point. Squeezing the Pixel 2 XL launches the Google Assistant. The iPhone X has a Face ID and the Note 8 has the S Pen. Pixel 2 XL will get software updates as soon as it is released, whereas Note 8 users will have to wait. The iPhone 10 comes with Siri, the Note 8 comes with Bixby and Google Assistant, and the Pixel 2 XL comes with Google Assistant. Just putting it out there. If we compare the batteries, the Pixel 2 XL has a maximum battery on board and takes this point. While the Note 8 and the Pixel 2 XL both run on Snapdragon 835 processors, Apple has its own A11 Bionic chipset inside the iPhone 10. The Note 8 has a maximum RAM of 6GB, followed by Pixel 2 XL with 4GB and the iPhone 10 with 3GB. There is 64GB internal storage on all three models if we compare the 64GB version. Apple offers a 256GB variant and Google offers a 128GB variant of these phones. However, only the Note 8 has a micro SD card slot, keeping the price intact, though the Pixel 2 XL does offer unlimited storage with Google. Google Pixel 2 XL is the most affordable out of the three, and as you can see, the iPhone 10 is the most expensive iPhone ever. Verdict: the Google Pixel 2 XL is for those who want the complete Android experience and of course one of the best cameras. The Samsung Note 8 is high on productivity, awesome display and great optics. The Apple iPhone 10 is the future of the iPhone. It is priced high, but then again it is a beautiful phone. One for an Apple iPhone lover.
So much happening on the Sale Guru Show, which means we've got to take a quick breather, a break. We'll be right back. And now let's move on to the final part, the one you've been waiting for, our Diwali buying guide special. We've broken this up into budgets. We've broken this up into the kind of things you may want to buy. So Rubina has this entire story for you. Follow this, follow her. You could buy some of the best gadgets this Diwali.
Diwali is around the corner and it's my favorite time of the year. I especially love the parts where you give and receive a lot of gifts. This time, one of the gifting options has to be a smartphone. After all, that's the thing we use every second of our day. Now, I have compiled a list of options and we will start with under 5,000 budget category, in which I have two phones for you, one from Zolo and one from Micromax.
The Zolo Era HD is a great value for money phone. It has a 5-inch HD display and comes with unibody design. There is an 8-megapixel camera at the back and a 5-megapixel front camera. The Era HD comes with 1GB RAM and 8GB internal storage that can be expanded up to 32GB via a micro SD card. If you're looking for a large screen device under 5K, the 5.5-inch Micromax Canvas Spark 3 is a great option. With a quad-core processor and 1GB RAM, this phone works well. There is 8GB internal storage that can be expanded to 32GB. This too features an 8-megapixel rear and 5-megapixel front camera.
Now let's move on to the most competitive category, which is under 10,000 rupees. That is, if you have 10,000 rupees to buy a smartphone, what are your options? Well, I have one from Xiaomi, one from Komio and one more from Micromax.
Xiaomi pretty much rules the under 10K segment with so many options under its hood. The Redmi 4 comes with a Snapdragon processor, a big 4100 mAh battery and a 5-inch HD display, a 13-megapixel rear camera, 32GB internal memory and 3GB RAM and a fingerprint sensor. Then there is the Redmi Note 4, which has been around for a while and is still a very good phone. Now, if you're looking for a phone with full view display under 10K, look no further than Micromax Canvas Infinity that sports a bezel-less display with an 18:9 aspect ratio. The device is powered by Snapdragon 425 processor. The Komio C2 is a good option with its out-of-the-box aesthetics and a big battery. It even comes preloaded with security features such as anti-theft and intruder selfie. It is priced at 7,199 rupees.
Now let's raise our budget to 15,000 rupees, and I have two very good options for you. One is the Xiaomi Mi A1, which runs stock Android, and the other one is LG Q6 with a really good full view display.
The LG Q6, which is priced at 12,999 rupees, offers a big 5.5-inch Full HD display. The Q6 has a thin bezel-less design and a glass back, which makes this phone look stunning. It has a dependable Snapdragon 435 processor and 3GB RAM. Moving on, the phone which will give you stock Android experience is the Xiaomi Mi A1. It has the goodness of Google and Xiaomi. A dual camera phone works well with 3GB RAM and Snapdragon 625 processor. If you can stretch your budget to 18,000 rupees, then the Honor 9i with 4 cameras has just recently been launched. It's a beautiful phone with great optics and full view display. Then there is the Moto G5S Plus, which will cost you about 16,000 rupees. A serious hit from Motorola with dual camera offers great user experience.
Now let's move on to a category that I'm particularly very excited about, which is under 40,000 rupees. That is, if your budget is between 30,000 to 40,000 rupees, we have some really good smartphone options these days, including OnePlus 5, Mi Mix 2, the recently launched Mi Mix 2, and Nokia 8.
A dual camera marvel and one of the top selling phones this year has the best of the best Snapdragon 835 processor, 6GB and 8GB RAM variants, a 5.5-inch Full HD display makes it a great gifting option. The Mi Mix 2 may well be one of the best looking phones this year. No bezels, high resolution display and a ceramic body makes this phone stand out from the crowd. Gift this to anyone who doesn't like anything ordinary. A 2K display phone with thin bezels and a special feature, BOTI, that lets you record from your rear and front camera simultaneously and even live broadcast it. Nokia has done everything right with this phone, including the colors that it comes in.
If price is no bar, then the world is your oyster literally, because you have the best of Apple and Samsung here available in India. There's Samsung Note 8, iPhone 8 Plus and even the S8 Plus makes for a very good option.
The Apple iPhone 8 Plus houses the dual camera that comes with the portrait mode, which now has portrait lighting mode. The screen and the new A11 Bionic chipset and wireless charging are great new additions. Let's put it this way, the Note 8 gives you a bezel-less display, a stylus and all the benefits of a dual camera. The S8 Plus is still a brilliant device, a more affordable option with great camera and the oh my god infinity display.
That's all from me. I hope I was of a little help in deciding your smart gift this Diwali. Do write to us with your feedback and suggestions to selguru@ndtv.com, and from me to you, a very happy and a safe Diwali.
Well, that then is the Cell Guru show for this week. But do remember, next week is our super explosive, dhamakedar Cell Guru show. The Supreme Court may have put a ban on firecrackers and bombs and patakas, but they haven't been able to ban this, our Cell Guru Diwali special.